there, Perkin Fitness here, ready to teach you guys how to heal your shoulders. Well, the reason why your shoulders hurt is because when you go to the gym, you pick up the dumbbells, you start going like this, you start going like this, sometimes you might even be going like this. Well, all those are great exercises for the deltoids, but what's going to hold your arms onto your body? The rotator cuff is not just one, but 4 muscles located beneath each of the deltoids. The infraspinatus and teres minor rotator cuff muscles, which are involved in external rotation at the shoulder joints, are usually underdeveloped in a lot of individuals. The use of thin resistance bands are a great way to target the rotator cuff muscles. When getting set up for this exercise, I want you to tie the resistance band so that when your arm is at a 90-degree angle, the resistance band is parallel with the ground. Next, I want you to stand perpendicular to the resistance band. From here, we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades as tight as we can, our abdominals, as well as our glutes in order to stabilize our body in this position. It is very important to remember that you must keep your elbow pinned to your side at all times. As you're externally rotating, do not let the elbow move away. Here are 3 things that you definitely do not want to do when performing this exercise. Do not, like I said before, allow the elbow to move away from the body as you're externally rotating. Another mistake people make is when they're getting set up, they do not squeeze their shoulder blades enough, so their elbow falls forward and their shoulder blade falls forward as they're externally rotating. Another mistake to make is to stand too close to where the resistance band is tied so that when you externally rotate, there's no tension at the starting position. Now you know the 3 things you definitely do not want to do when performing this exercise. For this next exercise, I want you to walk up to a pole, wrap around the resistance band, and raise it until it's at about the height of your shoulders. Next, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades and pull your arms back until they form a 90-degree angle. At this point, we will begin externally rotating our arms behind our body as far as we can go. After externally rotating our arms as far as they can go, we will return them to the same starting position. I want you to maintain the squeeze in the shoulder blades as well as your abdominals and glutes throughout the entire exercise. For this next exercise, we want to place the band just a bit lower than the last exercise at about chest height. Do not place the band too low. After setting the band at chest height, we are going to lock our glutes, squeeze our abs and shoulder blades just like we did in the past 2 exercises. From here, we're going to take our arms and form a Y shape with slightly bent elbows. With your arms straight ahead of you, you are going to externally rotate and pull your arms in the Y shape as far back as you can without bending your back. Make sure when you're doing this exercise that you do not bend your back. Well, that sums up 3 great exercises for targeting your external rotator cuff muscles. If you've never done these exercises before, I suggest picking 2 out of the 3 that I've shown you, performing 2 to 3 sets of each of the exercises for about 10 to 15 reps each. Even though my external rotator cuff muscles are nice and warm now, I'm still going to perform warm-up sets leading up to my working set weight. The stronger you are, the more warm-up sets you're going to want to perform when leading up to your working sets, but be careful to not do too many reps per warm-up set. Your first warm-up set should be performed with higher reps, somewhere between 5 and 10. As you increase the weight of each of the warm-up sets, I want you to decrease the amount of reps. For illustrative purposes, I've performed 3 reps for most of the warm-up sets shown in this video. Scaling the weight up and the reps down of your warm-up sets is critical for making sure your central nervous system is prepared for the working sets to come. One more warm-up set and I'm ready to go. When getting set up for the shoulder press, make sure to squeeze your shoulder blades and keep them pinned to the back of the bench and have a small arch in the middle of your back the entire time. Next, I'm going to want you to grip the bar so that when you're in the low position, your forearms are in line with gravity. I do not want to see your arms way out like this or way too tight like this. Before you unrack the bar, make sure to take a nice deep breath, engage your lats, as well as keep your elbows locked out as you bring the bar overhead. The key to a successful shoulder press is making sure that you keep the bar as close to the body as possible as you press it overhead. Make sure you remember to keep your elbows stacked slightly in front of the wrist as you press throughout the range of motion. Also, keep your wrist straight the entire time. I do not want to see your elbows drifting back and forward as you perform this exercise. Your own personal flexibility will determine exactly how low you'll be able to bring the bar down before your elbows drift behind you. From here, we will press the bar straight overhead. Well, that's about it for this video on how to heal your shoulders with 3 great exercises, as well as the proper way to warm up before beginning your exercise routine. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and please like and share Park and Fitness on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.